With training camp now well underway, we can finally see that NFL football is back. Well, I mean, it never really left, what with the crazy off-season signings, the draft, OTAs, but you know what I mean. And with that comes a load of things to watch out for the season and a ton of bold predictions. Here on the Sports Ball Network, we have several things that we're watching out for in the 2024 NFL season as well, but we've narrowed down our list to the top five. So, without further ado, this is the Sports Ball Network, and this is our five things to watch out for going into the 2024 NFL season. The first thing that we'll be watching for in this upcoming NFL season is any wide receiver trade drama. Unless you've lived under a rock for these past few months, you'll know that San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk has been in a bitter contract dispute with the team, which culminated on July 16th with Aiyuk demanding a trade. Aiyuk's not the only wide receiver, though, to be in some contract drama, as Cincinnati Bengals star T. Higgins is also looking to leave his team and get a new contract, but will be playing on the franchise tag for this year. These two are not the only high profile wide receivers, though, to have been rumored to potentially be moving teams, as guys like Stephon Diggs moved to Houston. We had rumors of Deebo Samuel potentially going to the Patriots before the Brandon Aiyuk stuff heated up. Heck, we even had a couple rumors about Justin Jefferson potentially leaving the Vikings before he got his mega deal. The point is, there's a ton of wide receiver drama going into this season beyond just guys like Brandon Aiyuk and T. Higgins. And I would imagine that at least one or two names that we might not expect may be demanding trades or might be on the move. Something to keep your eye out for. Second thing that we are watching out for in this upcoming NFL season is a change at one of the 32 head coaching positions. And it might not be the one that you think. Yes, a lot of people are excited to see what Jim Harbaugh can do with Justin Herbert in the Los Angeles Chargers, and we are as well. But the more interesting coaching change, at least to us here on the channel, is actually Gerard Mayo taking over for former coach and NFL legend Bill Belichick. The New England Patriots had an absolute disaster of a year back in 2023, finishing 4-13 in what would end up being Bill Belichick's final season as an NFL coach. Of course, this comes with some caveats, as most of the Patriots' woes came on offense, where they ranked as one of the worst units in the league, particularly in regards to the passing game. In that regard, the Patriots finished with just 180.5 passing yards per game, which put them at 28th in the league. Of course, the rushing offense was not much better for New England, as they ran for about 95.7 yards per game, which was 26, but it was a little bit better. Funny enough, though, Bill Belichick was still the head coach of this team, and that, of course, meant the Patriots had a top 10 defense, as the Patriots actually finished seventh in the league overall. So there is something for New England to be working with here. And Coach Gerard Mayo does not go into an absolutely hopeless situation like a lot of people make it out to be. But then again, Bill Belichick's not coaching this defense and the team anymore, so I would expect at least a little bit of a regression. Still, I think the former linebacker can succeed, but we'll see very early on if he's going to. If the Patriots show more fight than they did last year, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, I think that bodes as a good sign. If they don't, well, I think we might be looking for the replacement to Gerard Mayo sooner rather than later. The third thing that we're looking for in the 2024 NFL season is related to the following statement. In 19 of the past 21 NFL seasons, at least one team has gone from last place in their division to first. That's right. We're looking to see which team is able to make a drastic leap and go from the worst in their division and one of the worst teams in the NFL to one of the best and first in their division. Of course, not all last place teams are created equal. And while teams like New England and Tennessee are unlikely to make the leap, teams like Cincinnati and Los Angeles have much more realistic paths to do so. Here are the 8 teams that finished in last place in their division in 2023 and who are contenders to go from worst to first. The New England Patriots, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Tennessee Titans, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Washington Commanders, the Chicago Bears, the Carolina Panthers, and the Arizona Cardinals. Now, while teams like Cincinnati and the Chargers may be better than teams like New England and the Panthers, they're also in much tougher divisions, particularly Cincinnati, who's in an absolutely brutal AFC North that saw every team last year finish with a winning record. The first time that happened since the 1930s. Personally, if I had to put my money on it, I'd probably go with the Chicago Bears, who suddenly look like a really competitive team in a potentially wide open NFC North. But then again, a team like the Carolina Panthers could surprise in a weak NFC South should quarterback Bryce Young emerge. Or, hey, who knows? Maybe the Chargers or the Bengals do end up winning their division. After all, they do have two of the best quarterbacks in the game in Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. Regardless, chances are one of these bottom feeders in 2023 are going to sit atop of their divisional thrones by this time next year. And personally, I'm very interested to see which one it ends up being. The fourth thing that we'll be watching out for in the 2024 NFL season is how the rookie quarterbacks perform. In this past NFL draft, a historic 6 of the top 12 picks were quarterbacks. Caleb Williams with the first overall pick, Jaden Daniels with the second overall pick, Drake May with the third overall pick, Michael Penix with the sixth overall pick, JJ McCarthy with the 10th overall pick, and Bo Nix with pick number 12. Chances are all 6 of these quarterbacks may be starting at some point in the season, save for maybe Michael Penix Jr., who has to compete with Kirk Cousins for the starting job and will likely sit for the year. It's going to be very interesting to see how these highly touted rookies in a historic quarterback class end up doing. Recently, it has been easier and easier for rookies to acclimate to the NFL at the most important position. So if these players don't see early success, particularly the players taken in the top 3, it could bode poorly for their careers. Personally, I'm going to be watching all of these rookie quarterbacks with a high degree of interest and fascination. I think all of them have the potential to be great, and while some of them may bust, others will likely become the superstars of tomorrow. The final thing that we are looking out for in this upcoming NFL season is if the Kansas City Chiefs will become the first team in NFL history to three-peat. If you look at the Kansas City depth chart, it seems that the team has improved across the board. And again, this is a team that has won the past 2 Super Bowl titles. Mahomes now gets to throw to first-round pick Xavier Worthy, who will likely stretch defenses down the field alongside fellow wide receiver Marquise Brown. That will open up space for wide receiver Rashee Rice, provided he plays and is not suspended, and legendary tight end Travis Kelce, who just inked a 2-year extension. On the defensive side of the ball, Kansas City returns a top 5 unit led by George Karlaftis, Chris Jones, Derek Nannati, Nick Bolton, Trent McDuffie, and Justin Reid. Let's also not forget that Kansas City is coached by a guy who is likely one of the 3 best head coaches in NFL history in Andy Reid. This team is just really good across the board, and they are likely to take the division crown once more, which, by the way, would be their 9th straight year of doing so. From there, all Kansas City would need to do is win a few playoff games, which they've proven to be pretty good at, and bam, you have a three-peat title run. course, three-peating is incredibly hard, and there is a reason why no team has ever done it in the history of the league. But if there's any team and any quarterback that could potentially do it, to me, I would think it would be Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. So there you have it. 5 things we're watching for in the upcoming 2024 NFL season. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hey, leave a comment letting us know what you're looking for in this NFL season. Personally, I'm very interested in seeing what you guys want to watch out for. This is the Sports Ball Network, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.